Hello, welcome Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Monday to you. Start of a new week. Let's hope it's one full of opportunities for everyone. I hope you're all well and you've enjoyed your day. Now, I'm going to dive straight in with the price action because that's what it's all about on Simon's daily Bitcoin price analysis. And here we have Bitcoin, and this is the 4-hour chart. I've taken a range off, just got a trend line on. There's no particular reason, I just haven't put the range on today. And there's been a bit of a move to the upside. And indeed, on my momentum oscillator down here, it has closed on 2 occasions on 4-hour candles above the zero line. So momentum is definitely to the upside on the 4-hour, in contrary to where it's been. So it hasn't been to the upside for quite a while. I got to zoom, I've got to make this a bit bigger to see really the momentum switched down here. And interestingly, it only really went sideways from there. So that's quite bullish. So if you've got a momentum oscillator of any sort and it's not demonstrating, upside, as in you would expect downside, but then if whatever you're looking at or trading only really goes sideways, that's a very good sign that it's likely that the trend will then start to occur to the upside. Probably haven't explained that very well. What I mean is, when my momentum oscillator was giving me downside signals, the price action didn't break down. Therefore, the price action resisted the momentum to the downside. And now momentum is back to the upside, and it's been a little bit of a move. It's by no means the move that's going to break the range, but it's a start nonetheless. And come into that in a bit more detail right now. But I just want to check in on the daily quickly, which, it looks okay at the moment, and obviously the momentum's still to the upside. It's interesting, and it'll be interesting to see where Bybit closes. There's 4 hours left, but there's clearly a resistance that's basically coming in at 69.5, and you can see that. I might just draw on a little line, why not? You can see that along these tops here. So just shy of 70,000 seems to be a resistance area, and has been has been in the past, but has certainly been the case for the last week and a half, something like that. So that's key. And I think just looking at this chart now, for further significant upside, sort of beyond this kind of tiny weeny bounce that's occurred today. So beyond that, I'd like to see daily closures back above 69.5. I mean, I'd like to see them back above 72. But in the meantime, the first leg up I would like to see for confirmation of continuation of this uptrend on the daily would be a daily closure back above all of these closures, which basically failed themselves to get back above 69.5. But just call it 70,000. Daily closure back above 70,000 would look jolly good for more upside, and probably a move another couple of $1,000s above there. And I think Bitcoin's given itself a chance. It's given itself a chance. This 4-hour chart, kind of looks similar. What I would say is that if you just look at this consolidation area and you pick out the obvious highs, there's a high here, there's a lower high here. This has to be careful. I say be careful. Like price action is some sort of sentient being. From an analysis point of view, though, if Bitcoin was to break down and probably get back down to where it was before at like 67.5, that would make this a sequence of lower highs. within a consolidation area, granted, but that isn't an uptrend. It's neither a downtrend, but it's certainly selling pressure over buying pressure. And so there's definitely, as always, an interesting time for Bitcoin. I'd like to see it march on a bit further up. And much like what I just described on the daily, you'd love to see 4-hour candles close back above this high, and therefore dailies as well. And that's coming in at 70,000, just call it 70.5. I think 4-hour and daily closure back above 70.5 would change this from a consolidation with lower highs, so mainly selling pressure, although it hasn't broken down, to a continuation of the uptrend. But I think the first etchings of that would be a daily closure above 69.5. That's my humble opinion, looking at price action and making sense of it. Can I see something similar to reference in this consolidation period so far? There was the reverse. So if you look at this consolidation period, there's a sequence of lower highs up against a base of support, right? Hopefully you can see that. So the support is here and the lower highs are here. So descending triangle, whatever you want to call it, but that's all it is. The opposite was true here. So there was an overhead area of resistance or line of resistance with a sequence of higher lows. That's an ascending triangle. Now, I probably recorded a video talking about this being more likely to break to the upside, particularly as at the time the momentum on the 4-hour and probably the daily, or I'm not going to go to it, was to the upside. But that didn't happen. This one broke to the downside, and the significant price action that did that was this candle here, which negated this this lowest of the lows. It's all on the lower time frames, like the 4-hour and lower, might be on the daily. Ultimately, it wasn't a big washout, and there was another move up before the start of the downtrend, which really started here and moved all the way back down to 56,000, and then obviously things have reversed since then. So what am I trying to say in a very inarticulate way? What I'm trying to say is that this is a period of consolidation, can break to the upside or the downside. Momentum is now to the upside on the 4-hour and the daily, and so I'm leaning more that way, but the price action has to deliver, otherwise it's just hot air from Simon. And it would be nice to see something other than a sequence of higher lows. Wrong! A sequence of lower highs. And to do that, Bitcoin would have to get back above this one. So, my goodness, that's 9 minutes of me wittering on. So I'm going to draw a line onto there. Well done, Bitcoin. Monday is nearly done and dusted. I mean, it's not, because obviously it's going to trade right through the night as well. But only another 4 hours for the daily closure. And then we'll see what happens tomorrow. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. That would be absolutely marvellous, and I'd much appreciate that. And if you haven't avoided the video, if you haven't enjoyed the video, then avoid it tomorrow, because I'll be doing it all again for Tuesday. Take care, enjoy what's left of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.